Well, while we keep a close eye on Nate, we're also seeing neighborhoods all across the First Coast deal with thousands of gallons of just extra water coming in with the tide. And neighbors in Mandarin have told us the city is not properly maintaining the culverts designed to get water out of the way. First Coast News reporter Hani Rodriguez joins us live tonight from Mandarin with more. Hani.
Hey, Anthony. Well, the folks in this neighborhood, the Saddle Ridge neighborhood, called me when they saw the first story that we aired on another neighborhood in Mandarin, less than 5 miles from where I'm physically standing. And I want to show you, this is another problem here that they pointed out. You can see some running water. I have my photographer get a little closer. You can see some running water, and then it just kind of sits there. Well, it's supposed to run here underneath this road here, and I'm going to walk across the street with you and show you where the other issue is. The water is actually not traveling underneath here like it's supposed to, and over on this side of the road you can see it is completely blocked off with debris. In fact, you don't even hear any of the water, and it is completely dry. Our photographer is going to give you a closer look at what I'm talking about. Well, we spoke with a homeowner who says the reason why, or rather, he doesn't know why it's like this, but he says the city hasn't maintained this in years, and it actually flooded up to his yard, and he had issues after the storm. He says his neighbor also had issues. A tree actually fell on his house. So he says he's not the only one. He needs someone to help him out.
The water came up so far, it was a foot or two up on the back side of this bulkhead and sat there for 3-4 days.
Bill Haney, who lives in the Saddle Ridge subdivision in Mandarin, says a poorly maintained city culvert is to blame for the damage to his bulkhead.
It actually blew out sections of the wall that is holding everything up because it couldn't drain out properly.
He took us behind his property where you can still see some standing water from the storm 3 weeks ago.
Even 2 or 3 more inches of rain, you've already got the same problem you had with 12 inches of rain.
Rain that Haney says it's supposed to flow down this culvert, but instead is coming up to his property.
If this gives way, guess what? That's 20,000 gallons of water that could pull everything. I mean, you could pull the side of the house conceivably.
He tells me he's fearful of the worst case scenario.
If you tried to redo this whole backyard, you're talking $60,000, $70,000. I mean, nobody's going to pay for that.
Haney says the bottom line is the culverts aren't being maintained.
I want the city to come out and clean it again.
Haney says last time the city maintained that section that is behind his house was 10 years ago. Now, we did let the city know about the first story that we did, and again, issues with the culvert there. We are going to follow up with the city of Jacksonville come Monday and let you guys know where they stand on this issue. They told me last that Public Works was actually looking into the matter. For now, reporting live in Mandarin.